I don't know. I think they are having some traps in this Enchantress. I don't know if it's like gonna work. I saw Enchantress core before, and it always the same. If you don't snowball, it's almost like a game losing hero because you can farm faster because now the impetus does double damage to creeps, so it helps you to like secure range creeps, farm in general, like jungle creeps. Sorry, but I don't think it's gonna do anything in this lane. Maybe with levels, like Morphling is not maybe gonna be that free to like keep it up and against the Enchantress when he's level 5 or 7.
We'll find out if that's going to be the case. Of course, we go on the distance here. Game 3, Talon against TNC. It is an upper bracket series, so no team is going to be eliminated from the qualifiers just yet. But if we had to kind of put our chips on one team, Mr. Flapjack, where would we be going? Do we believe in the TNC roster, kind of the underdogs against the team who are going to the major in Talon, or do Radiant have what it takes?
Looking at the draft, I am like going in with Radiant. I am very unsure about this Enchantress core position. Also, the anti-mage in this meta as well is not something that I like. So let's see what TNC has to offer.
It's also a goddamn scary Morphling player. 23 Savage on the Morphling. Grandmaster. Makoto's Ember Spirit. Oh boy, this is scary. KP plays an incredible Mars as well. We'll see. And you were mentioning as well, the double bracer on KP. It's already got triple gauntlets. Of course, that can help out with the Soul Ring as well.
This is a build you wanna do against anti-mage in the lane. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
They did get a D-ward on TNC, so looking like they're gonna try and deny their own ward as well. Just, of course, pretty obvious that they had the ward positioning already. Just trying to see how this one's able to shape up. I mean, overall, we got some heroes that we don't get too often. Of course, now 2 games with the win ranger, but the anti-mage, man, I can't remember the last time I saw an anti-mage picked up, but Asa does play a pretty mean AM as well when they were back in Division 1, when he was on Neon. He looked very comfortable whenever he would be playing this hero, but we'll see. It's not going to be an easy game at all.
Yeah, he has like 2 counters in the game. Like the Mars with the idea of the spear you cannot dodge, and also the Searing Chains. So it's like way too hard. Savage is taking a lot of damage from Bok. I mean, it's a really okay trade. Yes. I mean, Warlock is gonna heal you anyway, so I think it doesn't matter for Savage.
Let's see. Alright.
Also, just to clarify, I think people are like talking about where I am from. So I am basically from Spain. That's why my accent is so weird. But I'm trying my best. I haven't slept in like 2 days. It's like 9 a.m. here, so.
My guy's been grinding Riyadh. How do you pronounce it? I can't even pronounce it. Riyadh tournament. See?
So in Spanish is Torneo de Arabia Saudí. But yeah, that's basically it.
It sounds better than my Spanish. We don't want to hear my Spanish. That's okay. Yeah, the men's a grind. I just did a tournament 9 a.m. with some C Dota.
Yeah, I think I said the real tournament, and I don't know. I haven't slept in like 30 hours probably. 40. I can't remember actually.
See, it gets to the stage where you get a bit delirious. You've been awake for so long. Savage, Jesus. Couple of XDs, couple of WTF. Savage is on.
Savage is going Savage actually.
Dude, he's on Demon Hour. Trying to make YouTube content. It's funny. Alright, looks like we are back underway. Savage is got his laughs out. Start off.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's Where do you feel like Morphling is positioned at the moment with the scepter change? Because I still don't have a very good read on this scepter. I've seen some Morphlings favor it very early on, and some do not like it. So, what are kind of your thoughts with the Morphling?
Weak. I talk a lot about a few carries here in South America, and they always tell me the same. You know, Pacas is a very well known Morphling player, but I think this hero like is something you pick and you have like always this kind of like free game, you know, with the attribute shift and stuff.
Bottom lane,
It's like
Hyde
weak to farming.
might be going down here. Carlos and Buck with a level 2 advantage are going to be able to find first blood. Savage should even up the trade, but Carlo playing with the Fairy Fire is going to be able to step into the tree line and keep his life.
Nice cool aggression. He realizes the Warlock is out of position, so you just go into him. But yeah, finishing the idea, I think Morphling is like a hero that doesn't scale that much after the Aghanim Scepter change. Because now you just die in a single Skadi hit, Bash hit, or anything. You're just too vulnerable to play in later stages of the game. So let's see how Savage does it, because he's an expert on the hero anyways.
Yeah, well and truly an expert. Like you said, he's renowned for his Morphling. Incredible player on this hero. So going to be very excited to see kind of what build he wants to go for and how he's able to put himself in prime position to start off this game. As we do see, Makoto's having a fine time mid. This is exactly like you're mentioning. Like a lot of the mid-match, it can be a little bit more favored for one hero in particular, but really with the water runes and especially Ember's capability to be able to eventually go back to base and refill the resources means that Monkey King is never really going to dominate.
Oh, nice. Top lane area, I think, for at least now, they are trying to force mana, like resources on Mars. But it doesn't matter, because he goes with this Bulwark point with a double Razor, and he likes go like trying to like hit the Santi-Mesh non-stop. So that's fine for him.
See how cute he's getting as well. Whenever the the Death Prophet right clicks, just make sure he turns his face, tries to get that bulwark, just really mitigating as much damage that Mavis is able to do. But they're definitely going to have kill threat in this lane. Like, if Mavis steps a little bit too far forward, then KP has this Soul Ring coming out, so they will always be able to get a couple of spells off.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Right, bottom area. Savage trying to like focus on farm. So basically, Bok, I think in this kind of lane, he just wants to get levels, because all the damage he gets is not only about the impetus, it's about the cooldown on the impetus. So he just wanna keep it with aggression. If Enchantress gets level 5, he's just gonna poke it out Savage out of the lane.
Aster and Q, who's winning this man fight? What's going on? Mavis gonna look to step in. Q's playing with some stick charges though, and even Makoto's gonna rotate top, but Aster's not eating creeps. He's gonna jump back in. This is a suicide mission on Aster. What's going on? Oh my lord. I don't know if this is worth it.
I'm very sure it's not.
Oh my god.
I get the idea. Like, he's getting his ring of health, but in general, it can maybe not that bad, because lane is gonna get pushed anyways, but that Prophet need to like fix this. He needs to dispool or unblock. Oh, the small king is unblocked. Yeah. Maybe it's not that bad for us though.
Tell you who's loving life though, it's the Mars. KP getting a bunch of free experience, doesn't have to have anyone soak it up. Level 4 already. It's a range creep. KP off to a flying start here. Bottom lane, got some action breaking up. Savage should never be vulnerable in this lane. It's really going to be Hyde who's the one in trouble. Hyde's doing a good job though to be able to help Savage being able to punch back onto Bok. So the Enchantress going to be forced to reposition. Without the damage coming through from Bok, they will not secure the kill. So Carlo also has to look to evade the Morphling right clicks. Mid lane though, Krish, he might be able to get the kill on Makoto. Steps into the tree line. Krish unable to continue with the dive.
Monkey King is trying his best to like shut down the farm on Ember Spirit, which is doing fine for now. I think Chris with this Aura of Venom double Gripe and build is doing a lot of work against the Mikoto. Now Mikoto needs to think about outside the lane, right? So he can make any rotation with the haste rune, try to go into anti-mesh lane. He can set up the combo, you know, on Mars with the steering chains, just to set up the spear into the arena, and he can get like a very good kill on Asta.
Do you feel like Mikoto's maybe thinking about getting level 7 before he rotates, just for the point in the chains?
Yeah, probably. He needs this not only about the steering chains idea,
lane,
about
Savage
going top. But
is in trouble. Hide. Oh, trying to help the Shadow Word. It's level 2, but Bok from afar with the impetus gets a big kill. I was not expecting them to get a kill onto 23 Savage in this lane. I really thought the Morph thing was going to be okay.
yeah, but Morphling is having a mana issue. That's the problem, because he's constantly like shifting from low HP, from like low HP, because Bok is doing a lot of damage with the enchant. So I don't know. I think Morphling in the long way needs to like get out of this lane. Because Enchantress is gonna hit like level 7 soon, and Morphin is nothing he can do here, except for like waiting for like maybe Mars or Ember to TP. But Enchantress is a very vulnerable hero.
See, TNC, a lot of rotations from the supports mid. Kodo, not an easy one to gank at all, and he's going to see both supports from TNC in the neighborhood, so Makoto probably not going to be able to secure the power rune though, unless he gets some extra assistance coming out, but that help won't come because top lane, it's Q and KP. They see the vulnerability of the anti-mage playing alone and they pounce on that opportunity.
Yeah, what a nice chain stun by them. I mean, there is no Ember Spirit needed. You just need like a good spear, maybe a few damage, connection with the shackle, and you're gonna kill. That's nice. Now you have the arena, so it's gonna be another kill soon.
Kodo should be chilling. He's got chains. Sorry, he's got the remnant.
Oh. They're forcing more remnants though.
Ooh.
Wow.
Dude, Makoto.
Nice Scaling Blade from Mikoto to like bring Monkey King out of the tree. This is nice because Ember Spirit is like buying time in general, you know? So there's like two supports on the middle area of the map doing absolutely nothing. I mean, I know, they got the rune, but it's not like a rune and a mid hero. So it's not that strong of like aggression of them.
It's also kind of freeing up the lane for Savage. You know, with playing into box solo, you should be able to do okay at. And maybe now that the Tusk is not there, you can freely just shut the lane out, go back to the jungle. He's almost got the Morbid Mask to be playing with as well, so should be plenty of farm he's going to be able to pick up. They are continuing to put a lot of emphasis on trying to shut down Makoto, but he's pretty quick on the fingers.
Yes, trying to make a kill with the silence, but now Mavi could be on trouble. He's low HP, there is like level 4 Slide of Fist, low cooldown, so there's nothing they can do against that. Also, remember, Monkey King is like having a bad time against the Ember Spirit because you need to keep forcing this Jingu Mastery stack, right? So if you kite the Jingu Mastery, yeah, there is not like lane for Monkey King. And now he's trying to make a move on the bottom lane.
Are they gonna get TPs? Savage, I feel like he's gonna need some TPs coming out. Heroes are starting to make their way bottom. He's gonna look to try and go for his own TP with the Balance Strike being on cooldown, and Savage just makes it.
I don't know, it is weird, the build on Bok. I thought he was gonna take the Impetus level 4, I know, with the first 0 cooldown.
Q might be in a bit of trouble. Good timing with the win run's gonna mitigate the damage coming through from the tag team. They will have the slows afterwards though, with the Mana Void from Asta will secure the kill for the anti-mage. Some much needed gold. Bringing to the bank of the carry from TNC.
Mikoto.
The flames rush.
Get the impetus. Bok just too far away to be able to land the damage from Makoto once the silence was out. Krish is still playing around bottom.
Just... He's waiting for an opportunity. Ah, he took it here.
He's going to see that opportunity now to go for the Warlock. Mavis is without level 6 for the moment to be able to take this fight, but they've got the enchant now to be able to prevent Q from being able to disengage, so the Wind Ranger cannot play anywhere near the Enchantress, and that is a big reason why your mobility is a complete non-factor, and they're still playing with the catapult as well from TNC, along with the creep from Box. So this tower's eventually going to go down.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yes, Mikoto is trying his best to like delay this push as much
Mid
as
lane.
he
Savage
can.
is going to get a
Yes,
solo kill into Carlo. Maybe no, Carlo. He's actually going to be okay. Now Savage, wave formed under the tower, but the extra reinforcements are not showing up to be able to penalize how aggressive Savage was going. He might still die though. Oh my lord, he still was killed off. I thought it would have been enough with the max strength, but not to be.
Dire's middle
I mean,
tower is under
Sarge
attack.
was like alive. I don't know. He turned into the task, tried to do something cool with the hero. He stopped for like a second. It doesn't make sense. I mean, he was alive, but then whatever. Like TNC took the chance. He just killed him. So this is fine because they also tried to rotate the Ember outside of the middle position. It means there is no Ember speed with power-ups or something like threatening the map. And now Mikoto's like realizing he needs to like go here again.
In the river.
By fire.
Makoto's going to be killed off. A big one for them to be able to find. And they got the
They're chasing
EXO as well
people.
for Mavis. They're going to try and chase down Hyde. Bok, can I get in range for the enchant? Yes, bet he will.
Dire's
Should be a bit of a freebie for Bok. Carlos is going to be able to help out to trap him inside the shards. And there we go. This should be a lot of pressure onto the T1 tower. They want to use the EXO for it. I thought they were also going to bring the Enchantress, but they want to put some pressure on multiple lanes at the same
Radiant's
time.
middle tower is under attack.
This Enchantress offlane position, Monkas. He's like going with this Dragonlance early on, and now he has like 0 cooldown on the impetus. It means like with any setup, any stun, you're just gonna like bring tears to them. Like Talon is like trying to fight back against them, but there is no damage. They need the Mars with the blink or something. I need a setup. That's what I need. There's not Searing Chains on Ever Spirit. I mean, he has it now, but they had like no stuns, nothing to play against them. Warlock is a hero like depends a lot on levels, but also damage in general. So you can like use the pharaohs in like an aggressive way.
Well, the damage will be coming out. Makoto, if he can get that Maelstrom, which he's got the Javelin now completed, it's going to be looking for the Mithril Hammer next. But it's just a question like how long it's going to take. Because TNC, they're just going to continue moving across the map. This T1 tower soon to fall, and you're not going to have enough time for KP to farm the Blink Dagger.
Radiant's middle tower has been denied.
And you also need to wait Morphine to get his items, so yeah, pretty slow timing. I mean, this is like good for them anyways, because if you think about TNC, they're also making space for the anti-mage. Remember that this is like the worst hero right now in this meta for like host log is hero to like be on the game. But yeah. Oh, Us. I think Asta saw the Mars. Yeah.
They scanned the high ground, so they saw someone was rotating. Meanwhile, top lane Hyde. Those end up going down. So Krish, very important for I'm quite surprised. How is Krish top lane? I guess he's 4-0-1. He had a pretty decent lane, 89 last hits, but meanwhile Makoto, Bok is pretty goddamn deep. They're gonna be able to land the shackles as well, and KP should have the follow-up burst. Makoto gets a much needed kill. Should be able to get him closer towards the Maelstrom now.
Yeah, too deep by Volk. I get the idea, like you wanna like pressure him then, but I don't know if this was like the best movement on the map. You just need to keep playing with the Dead Prophet, maybe the Tusk, or even the Monkey King. Remember, this is position 2 Monkey King. It means you wanna go with the pace of like keep going into them, you know, with the 3 dance, but there is not like any movement from Chris with his team. So right now Talon is like doing this smoke. They have this blink timing on the Mars, so let's see what they jump here, so they can get the tower.
See if they can get Bok. KP is able to get the jump follow up after Makoto with the chains. They're going to be forced to drop the rock as well. TNC, if they feel like they can enter the fight without Bok being killed off, it's a lot of ultimates that have been expended to start the fight. So TNC, they see an opportunity to be able to hit back. They just find the Warlock. They're going to continue chasing down Q as well. Mavis and Chris should be able to close the distance. The Boundless Strike will not even be required as Mavis gets the double kill on the Death Prophet. Makoto is up to his shenanigans for the moment. Silence. Mavis, can he get in range for... No. The Remnant down to the left. Mavis will be... Makoto will be okay.
Alright, probably Enchantress not the hero you wanna jump in. Too tanky, they wanna bait Enchantress, you know. You also have the snowball to like save people.
Makoto's out of remnants. Makoto's actually going to be in trouble. Nice read, TNC. I believe the
like that.
River Ward, they kind of sought the direction of the Remnant, and Carlo wrapped all the way around along with multiple members of TNC, and they were able to run into Makoto on the jungle. And look at this, continuing the aggression. Krish, oh, he doesn't get the double boundless strike. Q, beautiful timing with the shackles. Krish is still getting a lot of damage in along with Bok. They need to get out there. Krish tree dance at the last second, and Monkey King is going to be fine.
Talon is trying to do their best to like give in space for Savage, but where is the timing like for Morphe in this game? I was thinking maybe about Manta, but I don't think that's enough. He needs to like start fighting with Steam, because you know Ember Spirit and Mars, they wanna like keep trying to go into there with the fights, also with the Warlock as well. But right now with TNC, the biggest threat is the anti-mesh, because if you keep doing this kind of like a slow game, thinking about what Savage can do in the game, you're gonna get counter against the anti-mesh. Remember that like anti-mesh is like one of the best counters against Morphling, so it's a very hard game for Talon. Thinking about the late game situation. They can maybe smoke trying to kill the anti-mesh, but it's like too hard for them. They don't have the opportunity to go into them, because there's always pressure by TNC, you know, by the Monkey, by the Enchantress.
KP?
Oh,
He gets a jump. A beautiful mischief, though, is going to be able to dodge some of the damage from the spear, and Carlo is really quick on the TP in as well.
there is no follow-up on the Mars. That's like a very crazy idea.
Good lane. KP's going to be in again. Another mischief. They're going to be relying on Carlo to try and get in range for the snowball, but the shackles holds him back for the moment. And Krish, they've been able to kill the Monkey King. Krish is still alive until 23 Savage waveforms in. Luckily, with the anti-mage being nearby, he's going to play with the morph to be able to blink away, but meanwhile, it's going to be TNC that are continuing the chase. KP down to the right has the blink back up, so Mars going to be able to get out of harm's way. Will be a 2-for-1. They get the kill onto Krish, but it comes at the cost at their own Ember Spirit's life.
Savage needs to be too careful about going in like that, because if he gets hit by the anti-mage, at least like 5 hits, he's out of mana. Like, Morphin is not a hero like has a lot of the mana, you know? So you need to like rely a lot of that. But in this case, he's fine. He morphed into the anti-mage, he just blank out. But it's kind of like Savage trying to like find his like impact on the game, you know? Because you don't, as you say, you don't wanna have this game like go that late into the anti-mage, like timings with the Manta and Butterfly and stuff. So they wanna like kind of force anything, but they cannot find any important kills.
They might be able to get Oh, KP even feels the need to drop the arena to try and get Mavis. There's a bit of a killing streak that Q's going to be able to find. So Q's... I didn't even notice. Q's got a Maelstrom and he's going to go 4-staff. So a bit of a different build here from the support Wind Ranger.
I haven't seen this build either. I thought the Sharp Blink build was the general one, but I don't know if Q is like trying to think about the idea like they need something to like play around this
Radiant's bottom tower is under
you know,
attack.
anti-mesh, like more damage. But it's like backfire, because you have this counter spell to like counter the focus fire and shackle abilities. So it's like very weird.
Maybe it just helps with some of the... I was going to say side lane push, but you can kind of just... Like, I guess power shot
just,
waves down, because Warlock's not going to play side lane. You know, Hyde's not going for the Aghanim Shard. KP doesn't want to play side lanes. It's really just Makoto who has that job.
I think it's the idea behind a post 4 Wind Ranger compared to a post 5, because the set build that is very common is like in a post 5 situation. But on a post 4 situation, you are mostly just wanna like build more damage into the game or impact, so you just wanna scale That's why he went into the Milestone. I don't know if you remember this Russian post-4 position called safe.
Well,
He
hold that
always did this
thought.
build.
Jumping from KP. Oh, beautifully done. The Blink Snowball. KP's going to be forced to stay inside the arena, so they're unable to get out of the walls. And that's why Savage can come into play to pump in the damage. And TNC, you got to get out. You cannot stick around to turn this fight back around, as Makoto is already hunting to get the +1. A change from afar. Chris is going to be forced to use a defensive BKB. Savage is waveformed in, but he should be okay for the moment. The rest of Talon are playing behind the Morphling.
Dire's middle tower is under
Nice.
attack.
They're playing around Pickle-off, which is nice. They see a kill, for example, with the Mars. The Ember Spirit try to burst him down and not letting TNC to like position better on the team fight, you know? If you kill someone, you just start the fight 5 versus 4 and you just keep going after that. Yeah, very nice.
Dire's middle
Astra and
tower
Savage?
is denied.
Is he gonna go
Almost
for
got the
it?
kill. And
Yeah,
he won.
Astra's gonna jump in.
What?
What's going on?
I mean, your head is like the best voice line you can put in these situations. But yeah, very cool play. I mean, he just man up with this Crystallis against the anti-mage. So very chat play by Savage.
Mid lane Makoto. The chain control has to be perfect, and it looks like it will be. Silence after Carlo's initiation. Beautifully done. Now, for TNC, we haven't seen them be able to put any pressure onto objectives for quite some time. Do we feel like we're waiting for something, or do we even feel like there's importance for them to do that just because of the anti-mage getting farm across the map?
I think the idea is because Talon, if you push, for example, tier 1 tower on the top lane, or maybe tier 2 or Roshan, you're giving the chances to Talon to fight back. Because this Ember Spirit Slide of Fist with Milestone combo is a lot of damage in AoE. So it's like hard for them to like try to like focus or anything. So yeah, I think they're just trying to like wait anti-mage timings and not like causing the game to do worse in this case. By, I don't know, pressuring something you don't want to be in the first place.
Well, it's impressive the fact that they're able to find a lot of net worth with some of their other heroes as well, with the importance they're putting on this anti-mage and trying to look to make space and get these small little skirmishes and really just annoy Talon. Because we see, I mean, Krish is 4-1-7. He's gone BKB, Mage Slayer. He didn't max out the Primal Spring until last, and it's kind of expected as a position 2 monkey. You want to be running across the map. Primal Spring Max is kind of a little bit more of a farming steroid, but the fact that Krish is in the position he's in is really important for TNC to look to scale, because if it was behind, then it would just be the anti-mage of the late game, but that shouldn't be the case.
I like the build. Like, it's going to the tree dance and farming on, I don't know, medium camps or big camps on the jungle. It's like way too important on a mid position Monkey King. Because when you play this hero as a mid position, you always wanna fight, right? But the issue with that is like you drop too much on network if you like getting kills. So I think this is like the best safe idea by Krish. They also do a smoke by the way with this blink on task. But let's see how they use this. Asta has this Manta, which is like very good to catch this Morphling out of position.
Do you know that they're smoked though?
Never refuse.
Hide.
Radiant are scanning.
Saw the DD being snagged. Carlo's gonna jump. They find the Mars if they can get rid of him to start the fight before the arena, but they won't have the capability. The counter initiation. The golem stops him in their tracks. Krish is gonna be able to run through the wall thanks to the BKB, but it'll come at a cost of his own life. As Talon, they were ready for that, waiting in anticipation on the high ground. A beautiful read from them. We'll see what else they can get out of this now.
That was too greedy by Monkey King. He tried to make the kill without Wukong's command, and then that happened. Like, he didn't realize like the entire Radiant was there behind the Mars. So yeah, he just went in without the Wukong's command. Savage realizes that, he just jumped in into the Monkey King, and because he has no bonus armor from the Wukong's command, he just hit him with the Manta and the Crystallis. So yeah, very cool play by Savage.
And they're gonna lose Roche as a result of this. 23 Savage with the Aegis, top of the net worth is the Morphling, level 20 as well. Savage is having a fine showing here in game 3.
So I guess Savage with this Ice has a lot of like room to make some crazy plays, you know, like going in, being aggressive. They saw Bok here, but I don't think this is killable. He has big KP.
As they got the rest of the team looking to show up to the party. Wind Ranger's going to be killed off. Hyde's able to force staff down to the low ground, but Krish will continue the chase. 23 Savage. I don't know if you want to force this fight. The Wukongs will be expended. It's going to look to link up with KP as well. The skirmish will be done with that.
They also saw the Mars under our ward. They want to like keep going with aggression. They know there's like Windrunner there, also Warlock dead as well. There's no ultimate on Warlock, that's why they took this opportunity to go in. Also because the Morphling doesn't want to fight right now. I don't know if he's like waiting for something, maybe an item or a timing. But yeah, I think with the BKB...
Play Makoto. Let's see if Krish is going to have the damage. Oh, Makoto playing with the Illusion Rune. Gets rid of the silence, and now KP's nearby as well. Beautiful spear. Carlo's going to play on the higher gun, but they've got the ward in that position as well. So 23 Savage just instantly turns to beat down Carlo. Snowball. No, he's unable to get the blink up. Makoto quick with the slide. KP's even hunting for more, but Krish playing in the trees to the right side of that spear.
Huh? Really nice spear by KP. Now they're trying to like close down the farm area of TNC. They don't even care about the anti-mage, you know, because if you try to like chase this anti-mage, you're just gonna lose time. So you just focus on the rest of the draft. Alright, anti-mage can farm. It doesn't matter, because if you shut down the Monkey King farm or maybe the Enchantress farm by taking their jungle, you just start to like getting some advantage in the game. The anti-mage can be an issue later on. He's gonna like get Abyssal now.
Is he gonna go first hit bash?
First hit bash.
That was a bit of an ambitious mana void.
But no Manta, so yeah, he didn't have the extra illusions to try to kill the mana void.
KP actually gonna try and take this fight on TNC. They see Hyde. They can get rid of the Warlock. He's really valuable to the team fight, but Hyde steps in. Golem's gonna be dropped. They turn to deal with Savage instead. Bok is going uncontested to the right side of the fight. Enchantress dealing massive amounts of DPS, but KP is going to look to have something else to say. Jumps in with the arena, controlling up two. Bok's going to be able to reposition thanks to the BKB and looking for a TP out. Do the crits be enough? It's not. Savage without the damage required to get the kill, but in the end, it will be Talon just edging out a victory.
That's really nice communication between Talon, because every time Savage going in, he always wants someone to like make the setup possible. So in this case, it's always the Mars, right? Or maybe the Ember Spirit. They address the situation when Monkey King is like way too into the fight. They know the Wukong's command is like still there, but they don't even care. Because at the moment Savage revives from the Aegis, they just went straight into the Monkey King, like hit him no matter what. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, he got the Silver Edge on the Enchantress, but yeah, not enough.
At the outpost, Asta is going to get a solo kill onto Q. That was the Abyssal Blade. KP! Oh, beautiful jump! Carlo, though, playing hand-in-hand to look to protect the Anti-Mage. He's going to be out of mana shortly. Anti-Mage is killed off. Savage with the waveform in aggressively, but recognizing the opportunity to try and bring down the carry on TNC.
That was a really nice sitting change by Mikoto. So the Manta wasn't cooldown. Actually, they addressed the same situation. Savage was like, alright, if I go in, someone please bring me the setup. And in this case, it was Mikoto with the Ember Spirit. And yeah, that's like really cool team fight, like execution by Talon in general.
Now frees up the high ground. Morphling, what a hero to be able to siege with massive amounts of damage from
yeah, weird arena.
It's just a showing trees.
King. Yeah, they thought Monkey King was there.
Avis? So for the moment, full set of barracks going to be claimed. What's the call on Talon? 23 Savage is... Look at a waveform out. That's a... Oh, KP's in as well. They're in two minds, it seems like, for Talon at the moment. They're going to try and turn to bring down Mavis. They got the detection, an easy kill, and Krish is unable to find the opening for the Wukong's command. They're going to jump down towards Savage's location, but the BKB on Savage feel like he can stand his ground, but Krish just got way too much armor to beat into. But the Monkey King has no backup for the moment. The buybacks are starting to come out, but they might be too late to connect to Krish's location. As Talon, they'll clean up the position too. They're going to look to retreat out, happy with what they've been able to pillage from TNC's half. But Asta wants to stop them in their tracks, playing with the high ground, but they will not back up towards the anti-mage's location.
Yeah, Savage is too good at this hero. Like he always makes every team fight from TNC like get baited into the Morphling.
They want to go back in. KP with a jump. Q's nearby. They've also got the reconnecting Savage to be able to provide the damage. Meanwhile, to the backline though, Mavis is in a bit of trouble as well. So when two fronts Talon are taking the fight, they haven't got the greatest start until Q is going to be able to reinitiate onto the Death Prophet. And TNC, they're probably going to look to get out now with that death on the support.
I love the way TNC is like addressing this problem about Talon, because immediately the anti-mage TP to the outpost and start to like current wave, you know, like a middle wave, bottom wave, so they can like at least have 2 lanes to play in. I don't think they're gonna care on Radiant, because they have this top wave being pushed, so there is no backdoor available for TNC for like defense the rocks.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, Asta is like trying to get rocks on the
Fallen.
bottom area.
Dire's
Oh
middle
yes, a
barracks
classic
are under
anti-mage.
Radiant's
But
bottom
Savage
tower
is like way
under
too faster than
Radiant's
that, so
bottom
they don't
tower
even
has
care.
fallen.
Yeah, I don't know. Anti-mage, what a hero. We don't see this hero
Yes.
much at the moment. He's going to jump in. Makoto wasn't in range. Asked him maybe to get the Abyssal and proved to be a bit of an issue for the Ember.
The issue with anti-mage, I mean with Asta, is like he really wants those free kills, you know, with Abyssal Blade, but there's always like Ember Spirit showing up, and he has the Linkens, so it's not like an easy kill here. He could maybe try to get the Wind Ranger or maybe the Warlock, but they are not showing them up. So it's like very hard to Asta to like try to make a comeback in this game.
You take a look at how they've itemized as well. Hyde's gone Ghost Scepter 4-staff. Q's got a 4-staff as well. So a lot of defensive items to make sure they do not get picked off to start.
You also get the Wind Run effect on the anti-mage, so it's more about the reaction you can get against this hero, which is actually nice. The Somikoto, but it's a really hard kill with the BKB Linkens going on.
I don't even know if BKB is enough. I think... this is the thing, like, I feel like always an anti-mage needs another item. Like, I'm looking at it like, yeah, BKB, I don't think it's enough, but even once it picks up BKB and another item, like, even then, I don't know if that's going to be enough as well. This hero just feels very underwhelming.
And that's why the hero is out of the meta, because as you said, you always need an item, right? You get the Manta, or I need Abyssal Blade. You get Abyssal Blade, oh, I need like more damage. You get the damage, oh, I need more Survive or a Ganem to play with. It's like annoying hero. It reminds me of PL. That's why you only pick PL in a situation like it's a free PL game, but it's not like you can first phase pick the hero, right? So I think that's the main issue with Asta right now. He's gonna be like farmed, you know. He's gonna be like having this kind of advantage matchup against the Morphling, but he's not having the opportunity to jump in because he realizes like if Asta makes a bad blink into the fight, all Talon is gonna try to focus on the anti-mage, and he's gonna die instantly against the Morphling with the damage he has.
Fallen to the Radiant.
Roche was just going on. Savage gets the Aegis. Makoto's going to pick up the Ag shot. It looks like he's almost got Desolator even completed on Makoto as well. But just a lot of spam's going to be coming out. Ooh, Savage has got the level 25 too. They're going to play with their higher ground. An aggressive waveform. Morphling looking to start the fight. Dealing with bot for the moment, but TNC, they want to avoid this and try and deal with the supports instead, but they haven't got the capability to be able to kill them off. As now Ass is in trouble, and Menavoid doesn't secure the kill until the end. Is going to be able to blink to the left side, but 23 Savage continuing to just chase. He should be able to close the distance, doesn't want to actually opt to do so. Sees some juicy kills, and that's going to be Christian to the Monkey King. TNC, they're just not in a position to be able to team fight Talon. They are too far ahead with too many big ultimates. As Talon lose no one, they get 4 kills, and Savage, he wants out of this game.
Savage know the strength of his hero. Like he always has this idea of like
GG.
how much mana does he need to like actually fight. It doesn't matter like spells or anything. And in this case, wherever he saw the anti-mage, he like tries to kill. So pretty cool like play style by Savage in general.
Yeah.
I like the fact like he always knows like how to like join in the fights and or jumping. He does this 1v1 situation against the